can you shift that light? Hey, hi
Hey,
family. Good to see you.
Shalom.
Shalom family.
What?
I don't know. It's a Muppet day. I don't know. I got time to chill today, y'all. I was chilling today. I just want to shout out my parents, okay? Mom and dad, y'all it, okay?
What happened? Do I miss
As always, they just give me a break. They be
Oh,
like, bring my
okay.
kids down. I'll be like, say less. Bet. And send them with a key. Let's go. Drop them off real quick. And then I got time to, watch my little Korean dramas. But nevertheless, that ain't about me. First off, we being rude. Excuse us. Father, Yah, we thank you for allowing us to get to story time. We thank you for just having this moment with our brothers and sisters, uncles and aunties, just extended family. Father, Yah, and I pray that your will be done. Give us wisdom and understanding. Give us revelation pertaining your word and context, Father Yah. May you be pleased. In Yahushua's name we pray. Amen. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. With that being said, we want to welcome y'all all to
Story time. Story time. Story time.
If you don't know who I am, okay? I'm Bonnie G, in the place to be.
Hey.
And like I always say, wherever the Ruach is, I kid you not, I just want to be present, okay? Call my name so I can let you know I am in the building. And over here to my left, who is rocking, okay? The lifter of my head shirt. She is none other than, come on, Auntie Shelly on the beat. But that's right, y'all know we no longer do it for ourselves, but we do it for the
community.
Come on and say it with me. Good job, y'all. Y'all awesome, okay? Hashtag we're community minded. As always, before we dive into the book tonight, which I can't wait because I didn't left myself on a good old clip. We're gonna get into the book of Psalms, all right? Psalms 1, it says, blessed is the man that walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sit in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the Torah of Yahuwah, and in his Torah he meditates day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that brings forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he does shall prosper. The wicked are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind drives away. Therefore, the wicked shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the assembly of the righteous. Okay? For Yahuwah knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked shall perish.
It is what it is.
Yes, ma'am. With that being said, y'all, welcome to story time. And for those that, okay, we have 7. So for the 2 people that's outside the chat, listen, you might hear some names that you ain't used to. Don't worry, it ain't you, it's us, okay? It's only because we're reading from the Sefer Bible, okay? So we purchased this Bible right here. Now, if you want a millennial edition, go ahead, that's your business. Or if you want the basic, I mean not basic, but the regular one, no, you ain't basic. And that ain't basic. That's the word of Yah. Okay. If you want that one, you can go to sefer.net. Not .com because you ain't gonna find it. Okay. So let me tell you how to spell Storytime real quick because there's a discount. That's the reason. So Storytime is spelled ST0 because we thought we was doing something. Okay. RYTIM3. Okay, the 3 has a real purpose. Okay, now unto him purpose. Okay, that is able to keep you from falling purpose. Okay, the 3 in the word time is actually a reminder to going back to the covenant, because why? We're now guarding the commandments, and we understand he's the lifter of our heads. With that being said, Auntie Shelly on the beat. But go ahead and tell the people where we leave off at.
Okay, we're in Judges. I'm gonna be real tiptoey because
You don't have
I don't want to get nothing away.
You don't have to.
So we are in the book of Shoftim. Is that how we said it was?
We like it.
Book of Judges, and so we're.
Don't think too hard. Just let it flow.
Yeah. We came across a man who was traveling. He went to go pick up his concubine from his father-in-law's house. Yeah. His father-in-law kept him there for a minute, then he left.
Yes, he did.
But he would not stop at a city that did not belong to Yisrael. So he went to a city that belonged to Yisrael, but nobody would take him in. Finally, an old man comes from the field and says, you can't sleep in these streets. Come to my house. And the man was like, I got enough money, to pay for my way. And he said, that's all right. I just need you to get out the streets and come to my house.
So do he go in there? What happened next? I mean, just give him the recap. What happened next?
He went to his house. That's it. That's all. Now we gotta see what happened.
Well, what chapter and verse we on?
We chapter 19. Why am I coughing all of a sudden? We're on chapter 19. We're on 22.
Okay.
Well, maybe you should start at 16.
All right. Well, we're going to start because apparently we're going to find out what happened, what's going to happen.
Can flow.
And just for y'all, just for those that know or need to be reminded, I said what was going to happen, which I believe I'm going to be pretty much true, that this man gonna go into this man's house because they was comparing this way to Sodom and Gomorrah. So he gonna either get kidnapped or grown nap, whatever, because he ain't no kid, or he either gonna get raped or he gonna get slaughtered. It's just gonna be crazy. That's what my guess was. Okay.
Yeah, remember, this is some dark days for Yisrael because everybody was doing what was right in their own eyes.
Yeah,
they were not following Torah.
Exactly.
I'm not saying she right.
But she ain't saying I'm wrong either.
I'm not saying.
And he gonna get drunk. Strong spirit, strong wine. So let's find out. Press 1 if y'all with me. Press 2 if y'all think I'm wrong, but I shouldn't see 2. All right, 16. And behold, there came an old man from his work of the field at evening, which was also of Mount Ephraim, and he sojourned in Gibeah. But the men of the place was Benjamite. So, but the men from that place was from the tribe of Benjamin. And when he had lifted up his eyes, he saw a wayfaring man in the street of the city. And the old man said, Whither do you go? And whence do you come? And he said unto him, We are passing from Bethlehem, Yehudah, towards the side of Mount Ephraim. From thence am I, and I went to Bethlehem, Yehudah. But I am now going to the house of Yahuwah. And there's no man that receives me to house. Yet there is both straw and provender for our asses, and there is bread and wine also for me. This is where the drunk come in. See, I'm close. And for your handmaid, and for your young man, which is with your servants. There is no want of anything. And the old man said, Peace be with you. Howsoever, let all your wants lie upon me. Only lodge not in the street. So he brought him into his house and gave provender unto the asses. And they washed their feet, and they did eat and drink. All right. This verse 22 is starting off with the word now, so you know it's about to get crazy. And it has a comma. All right, so, oh, no, it don't. No comma, but it still starts off with now. Now, as they were making their hearts merry, behold, the men of the city, certain sons of Belial, beset the house round about, and beat at the door, and spoke to the master of the house. The old man saying, Bring forth the man that came into your house, that we may know him. I said it.
Where did that happen? Y'all already know.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
How did Yisrael turn into Sodom and Gomorrah? Where did the homosexuals come from? What are you doing? You so far away, and this is right in your own eyes? You think this okay? So they surround the house.
Me too. I had something.
Go ahead, say it.
No, I'm not.
Was it that bad? What y'all thought?
This can't be Comedy Central. This is the one.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All right. So I said it. So I am right.
We just said what they said. You don't know what's gonna happen next.
It's the mindset, though. I was right. All right. The man saying, "Bring forth the man that came into your house, that we may know him." Okay, y'all know what that means. And the master of the house, went out unto them and said unto them, "Nah, my brethren, nah, I pray you, do not so wickedly. Seeing that this man is come into my house, do not this foolishness or folly. Behold, here is my daughter, a maiden, and his concubine. Them I will bring out now, and humble ye them, and do with them what seems good unto you. But unto this man do not so vow a thing."
But this gives you some indication of how Yahuwah looks at homosexuality.
Mm.
I'd rather you take these women and have your way than to do something like that. Because rape is not okay. Don't think it's okay. But he's saying, but what you about to do, and that's the same thing happened inside of Coommmeee. Remember, he said, "Here go my wife."
Yep.
So now he's offering up his daughter
And
the man's concubine. He said, don't do this wickedness. Not here, dude. Nah. Like you said, nah.
He said, "Nah,
Don't do it.
Don't do that." Verse 25. But the man would not hearken to him. So the men took his concubine and brought her forth unto them. And they knew her and abused her all the night until the morning. And when the day began to spring, they let her go.
Basically, they gang raped her all night long.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
I changed my mind. I was completely wrong. That's terrible.
Can you imagine? Like, she went through it all night. That at a point she probably just fainted, died, passed out,
revived. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. That would happen in Yisrael.
It's probably because they were mad because they took out their frustration.
Yes,
on her, which still don't make it right. That is crazy.
And the man did it. The man gave them his concubines. The daughter ain't nowhere there. The man offered his daughter the house he's in, but it says,
but the man would not hearken to him. So the man took his concubine and brought her forth unto them.
And they knew her and abused her. So remember, but the man in the house said, "You can have my daughter and his concubine."
Yeah.
And the man said, "No, just take my concubine." Wow. Like, seriously? You didn't? I know you heard her screaming from inside the house. You that scary or whatever you want to call it.
Woo. Auntie Kim, she hits us with a good comment. She says, "This is why I feel that the father-in-law to Terry, because he knew what the other city was like." Auntie Linda says, "You see, they did it under the cover of night."
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so you're saying like the father-in-law should be responsible for that?
No, he's not. They're not at the father-in-law's house. Remember, he left. They left. They're at the man that after he left. The old man that said, "Come in the house." It ain't even really. So remember, they left the father-in-law's house, but they couldn't make it all the way home because it was dark.
Right.
So he said, "But we're not stopping in that city because that's not Yisrael.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop in Yisrael because they felt safe."
Right.
So then but nobody would take him in. Right. And now you know why. They was like fresh meat. If he was to stay on the street, he said, "You can't stay on the street, come into my house." So when he came into his house, they circled his house just like they did in Sodom and Gomorrah and said, "Give me the man that we may know him." So they was finna gang rape him. But he said, and then the man of the house, the old man said, "Nah, don't do that. I'll give you my daughter and his concubine." And they was like, wait, I think they said no.
No, yeah, they would not listen.
Yeah, they said no. So
who's the man?
So the man
of the house.
No, not the man of the house. The
other people that surrounded the house.
No, the man whose concubine it was. So it says
okay. He gave the concubine.
So the man took his concubine and brought her forth. So he said, "Here, go out there and put her out and let them do whatever they wanted."
Oh wow!
all night
Oh
long,
wow!
till the morning.
Yeah.
And you know why? You know what? He probably did that because remember he caught her cheating. She was cheating on him with a different man, and then she had to go to her father's house to get her back, and the father was happy to. Not that the man's right.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to throw no passes.
Yeah.
But brother man seemed like a little revenge, a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
ridiculous. I don't know if he thought
Scripture don't say that.
it wasn't gonna be that bad. I don't know what he was thinking.
It ain't even in the scriptures.
Yeah. But they have sunk so low by doing what was right in their own eyes.
And you mean tell me there ain't no women in Baal? They ain't got nobody there? Or is it just the
sure they are in the city.
Meat? I don't know.
Pretty sure
I'm sure there's women there. They just wanted men.
Yeah.
Ain't no other men there, or they just had them all.
They see fresh meat. It's just like if you go to
it's
prison.
It's a chase, huh?
Yeah. You go to prison, fresh meat.
That's gross. That's real gross. All right, let me get on. Let me move on. He should not have been with her anyway. Facts upon facts. Yeah, that wasn't your wife.
He did not really care about her.
Nah. Clearly, he threw her out there to the dogs, to the wolves. All right, 26. Then came the woman in the dawning of the day and fell down at the door of the man's house where her Adonai was, till it was light. Wow. They let her go in the day, and she walked all the way to
wherever she was at.
Wow.
And went back to that doorstep.
And her Adonai rose up in the morning and opened the doors of the house and went out to go his way. And behold, the woman, his concubine, was fallen down at the door of her house, and her hands were upon the threshold.
He went to sleep.
He was sleeping.
He was getting ready to leave her. He's on his way.
Ooh, that is a dirty dog with fleas if I had.
She was dispensable.
Yeah.
Don't be nobody's side piece, y'all. That's crazy. Lesson. Don't do it.
Because when it comes down to it, you're going to see who's really important.
Because he was leaving.
He sure was.
He opens the door and he sees her there. He was about to go.
And I'm pretty sure he probably wasn't going to go and look for her because if you would have been, you wouldn't have been sleeping all day.
He went out to go his way.
Wow. And he said unto her, up and let us be going. But none answered. Then the man took her up upon an ass, and the man rose up and got him until his place.
So he told her, get up, let's go.
And she couldn't even speak.
Get up, let's go. What the?
Listen, I'm about to wipe these.
Not picked her up, took her in the house, saw what was wrong.
Bathed her, something.
Just come on, let's go. They dropped you off here. Come on, let's go.
29. And when he was come into his house, he took a knife and laid hold on his concubine and divided her, together with her bones, into 12 pieces, and sent her into all the coasts of Yasharel. And it was so that all that saw it, there was no such deed done, nor seen from the day that the children of Yasharel came up out of the land of Mitzrayim unto this day. Consider of it, take advice, and speak your mind.
This ain't never been this bad. So basically said, come on, get up, let's go. She couldn't move. So he takes her, but by the time they get there, she's dead, basically. So he takes her and divides her up into 12 pieces. And
that's probably why she didn't say nothing, because she was probably already dead.
Yep. Or very near it and couldn't talk. What?
Oh, wow.
What was you thinking?
Yeah, this was not what I was thinking. I knew, this was not what I was thinking.
This is bad.
Yeah.
You do what is right in your own eyes. That's why the world is like this today. Everybody's doing what they think is right in their own eyes.
Ooh-wee. Okay. Chapter 20. Yeah, you're right. She said, told you. You're right. I had the right part. I just had it wrong. Wow, wow, wow. 20. Then all the children of Yasharel went out, and the assembly was gathered together as one man, from Dan even to Beer-sheva, with the land of Gilead, unto Yahuwah in Mitzpah. And the chief of all the people, even of all the tribes of Yasharel, presented themselves in the assembly of the people of Elohim, 400,000 footmen that drew sword. And this is in parentheses, okay? Now the children of Benjamin heard that the children of Yasharel were gone up to Mitzpah, and then close the parentheses for those that are not reading along. Mm-hmm. Then said the children of Yasharel, tell us, how was this wickedness? And the Levite, the man of the woman that was slain, answered and said, I came into Gibeah that belongs to Benjamin, I and my concubine to lodge. And the men of Gibeah rose against me and beset the house round about me by night, and thought to have slain me. And my concubine have they forced, that she is dead. And this is a whole lie, right?
Wait, it ain't that it's a lie. You didn't tell the whole truth.
Yeah. It's still a lie then.
Yeah, you just conveniently left out that you gave her to them.
Right.
Because they was really after you.
Right.
You conveniently left that out.
Not the Levite.
Right.
6. And I took my concubine and cut her in pieces and sent her throughout all the country of the inheritance of Yasharel, for they have committed lewdness and folly in Yasharel. Behold, ye are all the children of Yasharel. Give here your advice and counsel. This.
So they be like, what's up? What happened? Why are we getting a piece of a lady?
Right.
What is going on? And he just don't even tell the whole story. He letting himself off. Because if he would have told them, well, I put her out, I gave her to him, they would have been on him.
Yeah. Wow. Y'all got that right. And all the people arose as one man, saying, we will not any of us go to his tent, neither will we any of us turn into his house. But now this shall be the thing which we will do to give up. We will go up by lots against it. And we will take 10 men of 100 throughout all the tribes of Yasharel, and 100 of 1,000, and 1,000 out of 10,000, to fetch victuals for the people, that they may do when they come to Gibeah of Benjamin, according to all the folly that they have wrought in Yasharel. So all the men of Yasharel were gathered against the city, knit together as one man. Now listen, you got the people strategizing, and you ain't told them what they fighting for.
Against their own brother.
Yeah. And they don't even know the whole story.
It's like, because remember, they wasn't playing, because they know that if one tribe do something, it can affect everybody. They said, oh no, we're not going to let this happen. We ain't saying we perfect, but this right here, no.
Oh, Auntie Shine says, question, did he want vengeance on the concubine's behalf or his own? I don't think it kind of felt like that, but I don't know. It doesn't even make it clear. I know he's saving himself though.
Yes.
He's sparing his own life.
Yes. Because he said, and they thought to have slain me, and my concubine have they forced, that she is dead. So basically trying to say they tried to get to me, but they got her instead, and they did what they did.
The dead can't defend themselves.
Right. She can't. She ain't gonna open her mouth to say what happened.
She in slices.
And the old man back over in
his house.
He up in his house.
So it's his story.
Mm-hmm.
It's his story, and that's what they're going with. That's what it looks like. Verse 12. And the tribe of Yasharel sent men through all the tribe of Benjamin, saying, what wickedness is this that is done among you? Now therefore deliver us the men, the children of Belial. Let's see, how do you say it?
Belial. It's the same as Bel.
Okay, I'm going to say Bel. which are in Gibeah, that we put them to death and put away evil from Yasharel. But the children of Benjamin would not hearken to the voice of their brethren, the children of Yasharel. But the children of Benjamin gathered themselves together out of the cities unto Gibeah to go out to battle against the children of Yasharel.
So what they're making is perfectly reasonable. Benjamin, we ain't gonna touch nobody else. Just give us those Baal worshipers.
Yes.
And basically Benjamin said, no. You defending Baal worshipers?
Hey, when you live among it, it gets comfortable.
Yeah, you defending Baal worshipers?
Mm-hmm. Listen.
It reminds me how we defend all these little stars and like the what's Jay-Z's wife's name again? Beyonce. Like the Bayhive. They will defend her and call themselves Christians.
Mm-hmm. Because it's one thing when you feel like you can relate to somebody,
Mm-hmm.
when you feel like you can relate, and then all of a sudden their characteristics, they ain't all that bad.
Mm-hmm. It gotta be more to it.
Yeah, you don't know the whole story. We
them.
start justifying our reason of being around them and hanging out with them, knowing they don't be no good. Well, they don't treat me like that, but they treat everybody else like that.
Yeah. Because what Benjamin should have said is, don't even worry about y'all. We're going to take care of this ourselves. Y'all want to watch to make sure we do it. They should have took care of the problem. But they was like, nah, you ain't getting them.
Yep.
And going to war.
Comfort.
With their own family.
Sure. Girl.
Over some idol worshipers.
Over some idol worshipers. That right there would be a good lesson. All right. 16. Nope. Where am I?
You're 15.
15. And the children of Benjamin were numbered at that time out of the cities 26,000 men that drew sword, beside the inhabitants of Gibeah, which were numbered 700 chosen men. Among all this people, there were 700 chosen men left-handed. Everyone could sling stones at a hair breadth and not miss. And the men of the Yasharel, besides Benjamin, were numbered 400,000 men that drew sword. All these were men of war.
So they choosing side.
Yeah. And the children of Yasharel arose and went up to the house of Elohim and asked counsel of Elohim and said, which of us shall go up first to battle against the children of Benjamin? And Yahuwah said, Yehuda shall go up first. And the children of Yasharel rose up in the morning and encamped against Gibeah. And the men of Yasharel went out to battle against Benjamin. And the men of Yasharel put themselves in array to fight against them at Gibeah. And the children of Benjamin came forth out of Gibeah and destroyed down to the ground of Yasharel. That day 20 and 2,000 men. And the people, the men of Yasharel, encouraged themselves and set their battle again in array in the place where they put themselves in array the first day. This is in parentheses. And the children of Yasharel went up and swept before.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was about to say they swept in. That's when you get ahead. You too deep in the story, okay? Okay, going back. And the children of Yasharel went up and wept before Yahuwah until evening, and asked counsel of Yahuwah, saying, shall I go up again to battle against the children of Benjamin, my brother? And Yahuwah said, go up against him. And the children of Yasharel came near against the children of Benjamin the second day. And Benjamin went forth against them out of Gibeah the second day, and destroyed down to the ground of the children of Yasharel again 18,000 men. All these drew the sword. Let me get into this comment. Shani says, defending their blood relatives. Each tribe is blood related and chose they people over guarding the commandments.
Basically.
Listen, you know how it is to be in that way, in that world. I mean, I think we can all agree that sin is pleasurable, and it can be any whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's fun, okay, until when it's not. 26. Then all the children of Yasharel and all the people went up and came unto the house of Elohim and wept. and sat there before Yahuwah and fasted that day until evening, and offered ascending smoke offerings and peace offering before Yahuwah. And the children of Yasharel inquired of Yahuwah, for the ark of the covenant of Elohim was there in those days. And Peniach, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, stood before it in those days, saying, Shall I yet again go out to battle against the children of Benjamin, my brother, or shall I cease? And Yahuwah said, Go up, for tomorrow I will deliver them into your hand. And Yasharel set layers in wait round about Gibeah. And the children of Yasharel went up against the children of Benjamin on the third day, and put themselves in array against Gibeah, as at other times. And the children of Benjamin went out against the people and were drawn away from the city. And they began to smite of the people and kill, as at other times in the highways, of which one goes up to the house of Elohim, and the other to Gibeah, in the field, about 30 men of Yasharel. And the children of Benjamin said, They are smitten down before us, as at the first. But the children of Yasharel said, Let us flee and draw them from the city unto the highways. Wow. Auntie Kim, she says, punishment for their action, holding those accountable for their choices.
Yes.
Absolutely. Verse 33. And all the men of Yasharel rose up out of their place and put themselves in array at Baal Tamor. And the layers in wait of Yasharel came forth out of their places, even out of the meadows of Gibeah. And there came against Gibeah 10,000 chosen men out of Yasharel, and the battle was sore. But they knew not that the devil,
Same thing.
but they knew not, that evil was near them. And Yahuwah smote Benjamin before Yasharel, and the children of Yasharel destroyed the Benjamites. That day, 25,100 men, all these drew the sword. So the children of Benjamin saw that they were smitten, for the men of Yasharel gave place to the Benjamites, because they trusted unto the layers in wait, which they had set beside Gibeah. And the layers in wait hasted and rushed upon Gibeah. And the layers in wait drew themselves along and smote all the city with the sword, with the edge of the sword. Now, there was a pointed sign between the men of Yasharel and the layers in wait, that they should make a great flame.
Of course.
With smoke. How else would you make it? Rise up out of the city. And when the men of Yasharel retired in the battle, Benjamin began to smite and kill of the men of Yasharel about 30 persons. For they said, Surely they are smitten down before us, as in the first battle. But when the flame began to arise up out of the city with a pillar of smoke, the Benjamites looked behind them, and behold, the flame of the city ascended up to heaven. And when the men of Yasharel turned again, the men of Benjamin were amazed, for they saw, let me turn this page. For they saw was come upon them. Therefore they turned their backs before the men of Yasharel unto the way of the wilderness. But the battle overtook them. And them which came out of the cities, they were destroyed in the midst of them. Thus they enclosed the Benjamites round about and chased them and trod them down with the ease over against Gibeah towards the sun rising. And there fell of the Benjamite 18,000 men. All these were men of valor. Sad. And they turned and fled towards the wilderness unto the rock of Rimmon. And they gleaned of them in the highways 5,000 men, and pursued hard after them unto Gittim, and slew 2,000 men of them. So that all which fell that day of Benjamin were 25,000 men that drew the sword. All these men were men of valor. All these were men of valor. But 600 men turned and fled to the wilderness unto the rock Rimmon, and abode in the rock Rimmon 4 months. And the men of Yasharel turned again upon the children of Benjamin, and smote them with the edge of the sword, as well the men of every city, as the beasts and all that came to hand. Also, they set on fire, of course. Of course. Come on, Lisa Lopez. Set on fire all the cities that they came to. Boy, wow.
You had to go to war against your own brothers, your own family, because they acted a fool over some Baal worshipers.
Yeah, they wouldn't let go. That's crazy.
Defending the world.
But you know what's crazy? The one thing, even in this thing, is the importance of emotion and then like priority. Mm-hmm. Like they didn't prioritize their emotion first. They went straight to Yahuwah and sought counsel.
Yeah.
Because it was like, we could just run up in there.
Yeah, and he said, do it like that. So they was able to, basically they drew them out of the city. Some went into the city. So now when Benjamin turns around to go back, like, our city's burning. So now you're caught in the middle. Yeah. Because you got them in the city and then you got them behind you.
Wow. All right, y'all. Looks like we won't have no cliff tonight. I'm so sad it's going to be done. Oh. Chapter 21, and this is the last chapter, you all. We can discuss it afterwards. All right. That's it. Sad. 21. Now the men of Yasharel had sworn 7 oaths in Mizpah, saying, there shall not any of us give his daughter unto Benjamin to be his woman. So he's like, nope.
We ain't even marrying y'all.
We ain't even marrying y'all no more.
Can't trust you.
You're going to change our children.
Baal worshipers up in there.
Mm-hmm. And the people came to the house of Elohim and abode there till even before Elohim, and lifted up their voices and wept sore and said, O Yahuwah Elohai of Yasharel, why is this come to pass in Yasharel, that there should be today one tribe lacking in Yasharel? And it came to pass on the morrow that the people rose early and built there an altar, and offered ascending smoke offerings and peace offerings. And the children of Yasharel said, who is there among all the tribes of Yasharel that came not up with the assembly unto El Yahuwah? For they had made a great oath concerning him that came not up to El Yahuwah to Mizpah, saying, he shall surely be put to death. And the children of Yasharel repented them for the Benjamites, for their brother, and said, there is one tribe cut off from Yasharel this day. How shall we do for women for them that remain? Seeing we have sworn 7 oaths by Yahuwah that we will not give them our daughters to women. And they said, what one is there of the tribe of Yasharel that came not up to Mizpah to El Yahuwah? And behold, there came none to the camp from Yavish Gilead to the assembly. For the people were numbered, and behold, there was none of the inhabitants of Yavish Gilead there. And the assembly sent there 12,000 of the most valiant men, and commanded them, saying, go and smite the inhabitants of Yavish Gilead with the edge of the sword, with the woman and the children. And this is the thing that ye shall do. You shall utterly destroy every male, every woman that has lain by man. And they found among the inhabitants of Yavish Gilead 400 young virgins that had known no man by lying with any male. And they brought them unto the camp of Shiloh, which is in the land of Canaan. And the whole assembly sent some to speak to the children of Benjamin that were in the rock Ramon. Oh, because they were still in there for 4 months. Mm-hmm. And to call peaceably unto them. And Benjamin came again at that time, and they gave them women which they had saved alive of the women of Yavesh Gilead. And yet so they sufficed them not. They sufficed them not. And the people repented them for Benjamin, because that Yahuwah had made a breach in the tribes of Yasharel.
So basically they saying, okay, who didn't come with us to fight?
Yeah.
Because that means they was on their side. Because they wasn't for Yahuwah. They was on their side, and it was like, no, we not going with you. We not rocking with you. Because basically we believe in what they was doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We with Benjamin on this.
You giving their agreement.
Yeah.
Your agreement.
You're giving your agreement. So he said, kill everybody, every woman, if she lay with a man, because that means she might be having a baby, which means you're going to teach them babies that way. But if they haven't laid with a man, they don't have no children, ain't no children to take no revenge, ain't no children. There's no children to teach, because they're saying Benjamin is about to be a tribe no more.
Yeah.
Because we not having it.
Wow.
We're not marrying into that tribe, and it's about to be gone.
Wow.
So they're giving us, just go get the virgin. Everybody else dead. Kill them.
Wow. Verse 16. Then the elders of the assembly said, how shall we do for women for them that remain, seeing the women are destroyed out of Benjamin? And they said, thus must be an inheritance for them that be escaped of Benjamin, that the tribe be not destroyed out of Yasharel. Howbeit we may not give them women of our daughters. For the children of Yasharel have sworn 7 oaths, saying, cursed be he that gives a woman to Benjamin. Then they said, behold, there is a feast of Yahuwah in Shiloh yearly, in a place which is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goes up from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south of Lebanon. Therefore they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, go and lie in wait in the vineyards, and see, and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out of the dance and dances, then come ye out of the vineyards, and catch you every man his woman of the daughters of Shiloh, and go to the land of Benjamin. So we kidnapping?
So
I mean, we snatching people now?
That sound a little.
That sounds like a whole lot of adult napping.
Yeah, because basically they were saying, but they were still faced with this dilemma, like it's still Benjamin. Like these women are still Benjamin. So basically they're saying a man can take a woman from Benjamin, just those virgins, but a woman cannot marry a man from Benjamin, because the man is the head of the house. So he's going to teach them that Baal worship way, even no matter what the mom does.
Wow.
So we need so a man can get him a woman from, so the tribe won't be wiped away.
Yeah.
But
so they're trying to start afresh, right? Starting anew, in a sense.
To make sure that
so nobody know about the Baal worship.
Right. So that the man of the household, when these virgins have kids, is Yahuwah. So he's going to make sure the child grows up in Yahuwah's ways, and not them
other way,
homosexual, Torahless ways.
Wow. Okay, Auntie Linda. Auntie Shani said, "Yep, they snatching women." That's what it sounds like, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, unless, I don't know.
I don't know,
because I know kidnap is not allowed. So that's why I'm thinking it has to mean something else.
Maybe this is a custom during a feast.
Yeah, maybe it means like, you find you a woman and maybe talk to her, talk to the parents.
And then if it works
catch
out,
like that, instead of just grabbing.
Right.
Because Yahuwah is not never condoned kidnapping.
You not.
Yeah, he said go catch you one.
And then it does say like in the feast, like so this is like once a year or something.
Yeah.
So
one of the feast
I like
days.
that.
Because they'll all be in one place in Shiloh.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yes.
Because at this time, the Shiloh is where the tabernacle is. Remember, there's no temple yet in Jerusalem. Remember, that doesn't get built until Solomon. The temple doesn't get built until King Solomon. Up until there, they still have the tabernacle that they built in the wilderness.
Oh,
and right now it's in Shiloh.
Okay. Nice little nugget there. When we saw it, huh? All right, 22. And it shall be when their fathers or their brethren come unto us to complain, that we will say unto them, be favor unto them for our sakes, because we reserve not to each man his woman in the war. So it is that thing like, hey man, what you doing?
Yeah, why are you taking all
Why are you
our
talking
women?
about women?
Why y'all getting all the Benjamin women?
Right. What you doing? For ye did not give unto them at this time, that ye should be guilty. And the children of Benjamin did so, and took them women according to their number of them that danced, whom they caught. And they went and returned unto their inheritance, and repaired the cities, and dwelt in them. And the children of Yasharel departed thence at that time, every man to his tribe and to his family. And they went out from thence, every man to his inheritance. In those days, we could no longer read no more, because story time is over.
Don't even play.
I'm just
girl.
playing
You
with y'all.
better
I'm
fit.
just playing with you. It's just one sentence. Y'all should see the look at my husband's giving me. I'm just playing.
No, she didn't. Girl, what?
In those days, there was no there was no king in Yasharel. Every man did that which was right in his own eyes.
Remember, they keep repeating that to let you know they're doing things. In case you got any ideas that you can just act like this, remember, everybody's doing right what's in their own eyes.
And
they are not following Torah.
It seemed like Brother Solomon kind of passed that down, because that's the thing. He was doing right in his own eyes.
Yeah, Solomon ain't here yet, baby.
No, not Solomon. What's his name?
Samson.
Samson.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah. Yes.
He
his
passed
own
that down.
eyes for
Yeah.
real.
Mhm.
I see what I want.
Right. And I go after it. Every man doing right according to their own eyes. It's a good thing that's not going on today.
Right? We all following Torah, the whole world.
Oh, praise him.
But we be in trouble.
Right. It's Auntie Shani, she says, this is crazy. Man wisdom is cuckoo. Auntie Shani goes on again and says, this is similar to Sarai saying to Abraham, take my handmaid and get a son from her. Like they were helping Yahuwah out.
Right.
Auntie Linda says, vicious cycle. Absolutely. James go on and says, great lesson. Everyone else is just encouraging. Good job. Great. Awesome. Wow.
So I hope y'all learned something from the book of Judges. Get off the cycle.
Yeah.
Don't do what's right in your own eyes. If it don't follow Torah, don't. And sometimes you're just able to tell. Sometimes you just know something don't sound right. Some just don't sound right about this. Don't do it. Go consult Yahuwah. Go consult the Torah. Go read. Do whatever it is you need to do to find out how you should be acting. Because that's why the world is like it is. It is Sodom and Gomorrah.
Absolutely.
It is rape.
Yeah.
It is. Y'all know it's out of control.
It's
everywhere.
There are no instructions. Okay.
And
there ain't
it
no
gets
basic
worse
instruction.
every day.
Of course.
Every day.
Because the people, especially those with power, you do right what's in your own eyes.
What's in your own eyes.
Whoa.
And you just try to justify it, especially like with the whole he she.
Oh yeah, we not going.
I was watching this debate. It was about abortion though. Well, I don't know if you call it debate. So they were like, there was a lady up at the podium and she was talking about how abortion was wrong, like that's a baby. And then this one lady, she decides, you could tell she was one of Jacob's children that probably had a college degree. She said, do you see my sign? And she was like, yes. Like, just because she wrote it on the sign, it's true. Basically, that's what she was saying. And she said, yes, I see your sign. And she said, well, then you should know that a fetus is not a baby. It's not alive. She says, and then the lady
Oh, it
says,
does.
okay, well, when does the fetus
Have a
be
heartbeat?
alive? She said when it grows. She said, so how does it grow if it's not alive? And this girl was stuck. She was like, um, when it can think. She said, well, what is it? A clump of cells. And so the lady said, well, I'm a clump of cells.
Yeah.
We all are a clump of cells. So at what point do you consider the baby to be alive? And at one point she has said, when it can sustain itself. And so the lady had just had a baby. And she says, okay, I have like a 2-month at home. Is she not a person? She can't sustain herself. She can't eat by herself. She can't drink by herself. She needs her diaper changed. So is it okay for me to kill her? She was like, no, that's not what I'm saying. Look at her sign over there. And the lady said, no.
We're looking at your sign. Your eyes drove me to your
That's
sign.
but the sign don't make it right just because you wrote it on the sign.
But boy, it be that entitlement.
She had that lady stuck. She was like, so you're saying that it is a lie? She was like, we've been having this debate for years, ever since my grandmama was little. And she said, why are we still having this debate? She said, because you keep acting like it's okay.
That's right.
It's not okay. The baby is alive. Whether you want to believe it or not, by your own admission, you don't even know what you're saying. I don't care what your signs say.
Right. She said the lies they poison us with to get us to exterminate ourselves. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. This stuff was, and we saw that.
Yep.
Man, I can't even tell you how much we saw abortions in scripture. That took me for a loop. In the book of Jasher, they were doing it.
Yep. It's not okay.
They were doing it.
Not okay.
Wow, y'all. I don't know.
Don't do right. Don't do what is right in your own eyes.
Yeah.
Because of, and then the guy who was kind of like narrating it, because he was showing it. He was like, basically, she's saying, wait, what did he say? I'm gonna think of it in a minute.
I'm lost for words at this point.
Yeah, because basically she's saying that. She's saying, no, I think the lady even said that. She said, we're still debating it because you think lying down with a man has no consequences. And if there is a consequence, you want the right to get rid of the consequences instead of taking care of.
You don't want to be accountable for your decision.
Just like this man with the lady. You don't want to be accountable for your decision, so you lie.
Yep.
You shoved her out the door, dude.
You sure did.
You basically said here.
And listen, was about to be on your way.
Yeah, you was about to leave her. You didn't even know she was on. You went to sleep.
Wow.
You went to sleep.
I cannot even imagine.
Got up in the morning about to go. If she hadn't been on that doorstep, you wouldn't have thought nothing about her.
You would have been on your way into the land that you were going. That's that at that point. Listen, I don't know.
Started the whole war.
Yeah. You started a whole war.
Started
Absolutely.
the whole war.
Well, we in a war now, though.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know. Okay. Wow. I don't know what to say, y'all. I mean, the Book of Judges definitely threw me for a loop. I wasn't expecting all of what I've gotten, but I got it. So that's just leaving me to process all that we just read.
That's why sometimes we do need a leader. We can act like we can lead ourselves. But that's why Yahweh says, now let me get them somebody. Because these people are going to start doing what they want to do. And
don't let me lead myself.
And it's the culture. And it's no. I don't care what it is. It's obedience or it's not.
That's right. Yeah, I get too much in my feelings. Okay?
Yes.
I'm not.
We act too much on emotion, and somebody needs to say,
I'm still learning how to adjust and pivot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Come off that emotion.
I'll take my leader. Whoever you give me, I'll follow.
Come off that emotion because it'll get you every time.
Still learning.
Don't do what's right in your own eyes.
I don't know what to say.
And don't be the side piece, because he ain't gonna care.
Please, whatever you do, don't be the side piece, okay?
It's the same old story.
Don't be the
Don't
2
care
piece
about
and the
you.
biscuit on the side. Don't be that. Don't be the thigh. Don't be the wing. Don't be the leg, okay? Don't be no piece, okay?
Yeah.
Be the wife. That's it.
Yep. Don't be the extra.
Yeah. They say
Don't
you
even
want
be the appetizer.
Yeah, men, if they offer you sides with that, little fries, you say no. You already got your meal at home. Don't worry about it, all right? Same, vice versa for the women. Don't be nobody's piece, okay? But y'all grown and y'all do whatever y'all want to do, but
Don't do it.
at the same time, don't be nobody's side piece. It'll be fun for a while. Then your butt be somewhere left.
Yep.
Looking crazy.
Yep. Going to court.
Yes.
That's that baby daddy.
Looking crazy. Auntie Kim, she says that is the biggest problem with our people. We're constantly will not hold each other accountable. Yeah, we don't tell us not to do. Listen, the biggest thing that they did to us was got us to think that we were grown.
Yes.
And we can do it. I can do whatever I want to do. That was the biggest thing that
and not
destroyed.
To respect our elders.
Because
like they old.
It got us to put ourselves on the same playing field as our elders. That destroyed us. Okay. That says someone has to carry the blueprint. Absolutely.
Yes.
Y'all hold that blueprint dear to your heart. Auntie Shauna, yep, I meant what I said what I meant.
Yep.
Brother Hector, he says, don't be the day. Yeah, don't be the day old bread. No, don't do that.
I said the day old bread.
These days, facts. Okay. Michelle, it's just how the tribes let me see. Are you asking a question, Auntie Carolyn? She says, Michelle, it's just how the tribes for the split. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, when he split up that woman and sent it out to the tribes?
Oh, yeah.
Are you talking about that? I don't know.
12 ways and sent her out. Look what Benjamin did.
Each tribe had a piece of the woman, the concubine. And
that's why they was like, what happened?
Getting us, that's disgusting. That's
crazy.
Some Hannibal Lecter stuff. That is some Stephen King method right there. Split her, cut her up, and send her out.
But the thing is, you're guilty.
Why not just bury her and nobody know the story?
Exactly. What made you do that? That's demonic.
That's what I'm saying.
Just cut her up and send her. You could have just buried her. You was complicit. Right.
Okay, Auntie Carolyn, what do you mean? You said no. Okay, so I probably got it wrong. If you can, I'll just wait a little bit.
Oh, that's not what she was asking.
I don't think that was what you were asking. But even then, that was crazy. Was the sowing seed of discord among the brethren when he sent her body parts out like that?
Well, that's when they knew it happened.
Yeah. I think they were just trying to figure out what the world?
Yeah, what happens here?
And for the most part, the whole Yasharel was in agreement to we need to handle this.
Yeah, we need to handle this. And all Benjamin had to do was give up the people.
The Baal worshippers.
But they chose to protect the Baal worshippers. So they said, no.
You got that whole, okay, because I really got it. She said, is this how the tribes were split up?
Oh, no.
Because of this act?
No.
Okay, got you. James says, unfortunately, sometimes we go through the whole loaf before we get the right piece.
Huh?
Who go for the whole loaf?
What does that mean? Sometimes
we go for the whole loaf before we get the right piece. But praise Yahweh that I got exactly what I wanted and / needed. You know what, James? I didn't have to go through the whole loaf.
Yeah, I'm not getting the whole
but
loaf.
Listen, I praise y'all for your experience, okay? Hopefully that ain't all Yasharel experience, but we do have issues. Wow, not the whole loaf. You know how many slices of bread is in the loaf?
I ain't rolling with you on that one, especially since I don't clearly understand it.
And the loaf, the slices of bread look the same. The only thing is different is the beginning one, the end piece. They the ones that look different.
It's all the same flour.
They all the same.
Get in
the
oven
slices
at
look the same.
time.
Got the same amount of holes in them. But listen, listen, I don't know. I don't know what bread you going through. But listen, that ain't my business. Okay? No, it's okay, Auntie Carolyn. Listen, don't you be texting and driving now, unless you're doing it by voice. But we get you. Oh wow. Trying to look at my phone because Cousin James will call me.
Yeah, you know it.
You said it. But yeah, all right. Well, I won't act like that. People don't have no problems in Yasharel.
I mean, we
But
do,
not all of us like that.
But that's why we have this. Remember your history.
He said, I didn't say I did that. Technically, you said.
You said we.
You said, but praise Yah that I got exactly what I wanted and needed. So, I mean, you're kind of connecting yourself to what you have said.
Sometimes we have to go through the whole over? Did he say you?
He said we get the right piece. He said, unfortunately, we
have to go through. Yeah.
So the person that wrote it is including himself in that we go through the whole loaf. I mean, I don't know, it's 13 pieces in a loaf, but hey, you found it to the end piece before we get the, you know what, I'm gonna just leave that alone. Yeah. All right. You didn't say nothing.
Evidently, we ain't getting it.
All right, Auntie Kim said, that's how many people you meet until you get the right one.
You can meet as much people as you want, but you ain't.
I mean,
you ain't gotta eat the bread.
I'm sure when he says go through the loaf of bread, I'm sure he's going through the loaf of bread.
I'm pretty sure that's what he means.
Listen, you don't need to go through the loaf of bread to find the one. Don't test drive nothing. You don't have to test drive things before you find the right car. I used to sell cars all the time.
Especially if it's your sister. Like, and
but
my sister, my sister, I mean somebody from Yasrael. You ruining somebody, like
that's somebody else's wife.
You in violation. You're in violation.
Listen, y'all not about to get me up here and get myself in trouble because Cousin James, I'm sure
King James will do it every time.
I'm sure your phone is just on. You only about to press call and it's gonna down me. But listen. I don't know what to say on this part. I don't know. Shalom?
I guess. Wait, how many minutes? We got probably pretty much.
Oh,
yeah,
we gave the people their time back too. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I don't know what we're reading tomorrow. Do you have an idea?
No. You'll see.
You will see. Anybody want to just jot down some ideas, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out tomorrow when we're back at 6 p.m. on Storytime.
Yes. Shalom. Keep your head up.
There you go. Stay out the grocery store.
Stay out of bread aisle.
Stay out the bread aisle, okay?
That yeast is, it's yeast in bread. That's that sin. Stay out of it.
Stay out of it. Okay, listen. Don't get white, get weak.